Is that better? Can you hear me now? Hold on. I forgot to... I had something set wrong in my OBS. Let me see if I can hear myself. Yep, audible. Good! Hi, Cybernetic. How you doing? Is that what I should call you? Cybernetic, or... Oh, what's the second half of your name? Susurrus? Okay. Just wait for the signal to cross. In unfocused, my eyes, Sus or Susurrus or Cybernetic are all valid. Okay, cool. Nice to meet you, man. Or see you again, actually. You were here for my last one, right? When I was streaming the episode 0, right? Beneath the hum of the city street, and fading through the lives bustling around me like so much sea foam. How are you doing today? Across the way of a large man. Oh, profiles. Morgan. Oh, it's just Morgan again. Criminal defense attorney. Trigonometry. Likes trigonometry, rooftops, and bonfires. Just likes being sunburnt, baths, and karaoke. Exercises by swimming. Okay. Hidden talent, baking. Body count. You cannot ask someone that. Interesting. Very different from the previous episode. Very different from the previous episode. That is all I've learned. Ill-fitting belt turns into a gorilla-like hulk of a machine and cuffs his hands in front of his mouth? Yo, 61? What the heck? The machine halts and it's lifting the uncanny precision and turns to him. We're going on break. The robot tilts his head to the side. You can't work the pillar without Schwinn up on the roof, so... I don't know. Take a load off, will ya? Understood. Came over, unenthusiastic reply. No evidence or nothing yet. Yeah, the man already walking away tosses a dismissive wave behind him. Yeah, understood. A moment after the man turns the corner, the robot attempts to mimic the hand wave to no one in particular. Goddamn coppers on every street corner. Coppers, a term slang for cops. A derogatory word for automated dependence. Oh, copper as in, because the copper wiring, okay. Particularly ones licensed by or operated under the authority of the state. Interested parties in the automated dependent industries have, on more than one occasion, lobbied for copper and other terms like it. Clanker, chrome dome, microchip breath, sick. To be classified as hate speech. Well, yeah. Dang. Arguing that anti-mechanical sentiment constitutes an expression of prejudice. Were it considered a form of hate speech, incidences of destruction of corporate property where such terms were used in prior communications would qualify for additional severity and higher fine pays towards the damaged property. Under all, but the most radical interpretation of the hate speech law, however, prejudice can only be directed towards sentient living things, people, animals, or corporations. If you feel that a corporation you know has been the victim of a hate crime, you can report it off our confidential portal here. Yeah, let me go report the hate crime to the company. At a bus stop, or what used to be a bus stop, now a charging station, a passionate young man voices his democratic opinion loud enough for the whole street to hear. Boy playing a dangerous game, isn't he? Like a very dangerous game. They declared martial law when I wasn't looking. The small woman beside him tried hard to appear even smaller, shifting in her seat. Well, they're just doing their job, so... Bots don't have jobs. Except... Why is this? Oh, that's just the last thing I was on. Except the ones that stole from us. Dude, you need to chill a little bit. I get it. They took your job. Notice how they don't patrol nearly so heavy in the uptown even on the worst days. His audience, captive by virtue of sharing the same charging pole as him, shuffles, coughs, and stares even harder at their phones. The woman looks at her knees and pulls at her shirt. You're kind of embarrassing me right now. Yeah, I'd say you are, buddy. You are grade A being an embarrassment. He makes a vague gesture with his hands to indicate he stepped off his soapbox, and the shoulders of everyone around him relax. I didn't know he was standing on a soapbox. Oh, it's like a... Oh, now that's just a woman with an exhaustion in her eye. In her eyes, sighs at a hologram floating above her chrome-plated palm. Ooh. Okay, mods, yeah, body modifications. This is stuff I learned in the last episode. Okay. Prevalence, so-called above the neck modifications. Yeah. Okay, so I learned that already. Don't need to learn it again. Welcome in, peoples. Welcome in. All around smooth-looking android pushes a carriage behind her. Ellen walked her around the block, get her some air. Typo maybe. Would you? Apparently this can't wait and is louder than a garbage disposal out here. I feel like there's some missing in that sentence, man. Of course, ma'am. I'd be glad to. The android punctuates its sentence with a sound halfway between a whir and a purr. Kind of weird. Which, judging by the coos and giggles coming from the child, seems to have been well received. Robots, holograms, androids, drones, coppers, if you prefer. Take it seriously, do I? Can't just as much sneeze in this city without taking a dozen different ads offering you a handkerchief. First, automated dependence. Or ads. Miss 21st century. Tax breaks and lighter tariffs. Okay, yeah, this is all stuff I read in episode 0. Okay. So far, nothing terribly new. There's a vocal minority that think they are the downfall of civilization, but for everyone else, they're too kind. You're too kind, ma'am. Thank you for your concern. It's hard to hate them when they're so eager to please. But look at him, he looks so ready to do something. Crosswalk's giving me the okay. Keep us safe, yeah? Have a good day, Morgan citizen. It's a bright, crisp morning in the city. Lights changing, people moving in clicking, clanking harmony. All smooth as clockwork. Ooh. Were I in a worse mood, it would all be a bit much. But I went out. 30-year-old. But I went out last night, so I'm feeling pretty refreshed this morning. Explosions? Huh? New follower? Hello? Chill here, hello. What's up, G-Man? She went out last night, nothing happened. Yeah, sure, nothing happened. Totally nothing happened. That's just a random pause of occurrence. Nine followers. You should have a fancy new follower event. Follower event? Fancy new follower event. I'm not having a follower event. Did I accidentally start an event? But thank you for following. As I reached the other end of the street, I pivot lightly and give automated dependent assistant officer Leo, or L30, my best impression of a salute. I'd love to see that. Thank you for your service. And of course, he creaks out a mirrored response. No sense of sarcasm, the poor bastards. But I didn't come all this way downtown to poke fun at the only happily employed class in human history. Dang. The only happily employed class in human history. Today I'm going to buy a gun. Wait. Excuse me? An idle mind. Is she buying the gun? The pew pew? Oh wow, they got their prices. That's a nice gun. No staff around, but all the lights are on. Should I have knocked? Hey, it's the desk clerk. Why is she green? Sup? Sup? That's how you greet you folks. Sup? That's desk personality setting 6, the cool one. Oh, okay. Let me know if I can help. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Probably forgotten more about firearms than you're programmed to remember. I bet you can. I recently acquired a license to carry concealed. Nice. Are you in law enforcement? Do you shoot for sport? I have a feeling, I guess you could say she shoots for sport. Business or pleasure? Neither. May I ask why you're looking to carry concealed, ma'am? Oh, you know. Assault with a deadly weapon, cruel intents. That kind of thing. Some of my clients live in very rough neighborhoods. Even in broad daylight, coming down to the lower wards for house visits can be... I see, you're a lawyer. Nice that you figured that out. Damn, I skipped that one. We have a wide selection of options for self-defense in variety of sizes and calibers, which spread and PA fire options available. Oh, what's a PA fire stand for? Okay, nothing new, so I don't know what that means. My bad. PA stands for pseudo-automatic. I know what a PA stands for. What? But for concealed, it'd be to a least small enough to... This would go a lot faster if I just tell the desk what I want. Ooh. Okay. Let's see. I think would be explicit or be patient. Let's be explicit. I need a mag rail. What's a mag rail? Word? You're proud to offer a number of models that utilize the latest in miniaturized ultra-capacity batteries to generate a Lorentz force, which slings a slug fast enough to mist a limb at over 30 meters. Dang, dude, just gone? What? Missed. Slang term meant to shoot or to kill or to unalive that originates from the bloody spray produced when a moderate firearms projectile makes contact with its living tissue. E.g., a gun that size could mist a crowd from 100 meters even if you weren't aiming. Dang. That's a big gun. I don't think that's the kind of gun I'm getting. And it's safe. Of course, ma'am. My bad. Two-factor safeties with GPS and emergency services sync. Won't go off unless you want it to, and someone will definitely come running. All those convenient safety features make it incredibly easy for the police, or anyone who can dub their own toolset, to lock you out of your own gun with the flip of a switch. Couldn't walk a piece like that down a single uptown street without passing through 9 or 10 no-fire zones. No fire zones. They're the very worst, most useless kind of weapons a criminal could buy. Sounds perfect. How do I get started? Oh, so this is... Why does it feel like every desk I run into has to be such a character? Mercifully, it's tucked itself away while the fabricators get the gun tag. Got time to kill, so is there anything worth checking out around the shop? Ooh. Yes, please, but before that, let me... Hold on. How do I... Shoot? Shoot it up. Can I save here? Because I don't know. Save. I'm gonna save. Just in case something happens. Let's see what's going on down here. Oh, got some chips. Yeesh. Would it kill you to clean up a little? Guess the desk kindly asking customers not to litter can only get you so far if you're not willing to pay someone to sweep. Wait, is this trash? This fly? Gesundheit. Is scannable. Stagnancy theory, really? They get a lot of self-proclaimed philosophers in here. Ooh, a stagnant world, modern man's plateau. Renowned net philosopher Corbin Clawthorne, real name withheld, offers to take you on a deep dive into the global trends and sociological patterns that have driven our planet to the halting point in his groundbreaking and controversial seminar. Moore's Law used to be the benchmark. Now it feels like a pipe dream. We used... Sorry. Scroll. A little more. Here. We used to dream of humanity marching bravely into space, of artisans crafting virtual wonders to make the confines of our own reality seem limited. Instead, our brightest minds spent all their time and effort kicking the can of climate crisis down the road, while their more fortunate peers spend their most productive working years in search engines optimization and customer experience design. The middle class eaten alive by the rich they prop up can no longer afford the very products they help create. Without mass consumer demand, tech no longer has evolutionary pressure to be as small and as powerful as possible. In stagnant waters, only parasites and disease grow aplenty. The only cure comes from you taking action. Nice. There's another link at the bottom, probably leading to collection dish. Or a state honeypot if you want to be paranoid. They better burn this shit before some neat freak idiot picks it up and gets arrested. Read. Cool. Let's read. Anything else like that? Watch. Let's do all the reading first. Someone left a data pad on here. What's in the news today? Ooh. Lobo threatens Tetra with ransomware vulgarity. The internationally wanted terrorist and serial data thief, most commonly known as Lobo, nice name choice, has seized a cache of vital keystone data files belonging to the Tetra Metallics Group, according to the press release from the mining conglomerate. In a blitz of cross-posts and 90 different socials translated... I should really learn to scroll before I keep reading. Make sure I didn't skip everything. Okay. Translated into all 11 dominated languages, that supposed hacktivist radical conservationist and gentleman thief made clear their intentions to ransom said files back to their lawful owners at severe cost. Though the posts were quickly flagged as quarantine thanks to the user reports Lobo's last manifesto, which we have declined to publish here on grounds of journalistic integrity and due to the strong language contained within, has remained in circulation thanks to the loose network of rogue data harbors. Cool. In addition to the sizable monetary ransom, Lobo put out a list of demands that spanned pages. Most prominent among them was a call for I'm gonna try to say this word. Is it de-escalation of all conflicts surrounding rare earth metal deposits around the equator. Sources at Tetra refuse to confirm or deny reports that Lobo's captured data impacts only their billing services, but instead insisted that the corporation could not in good faith resume distribution until the ransom situation was resolved. Market prices for rare earth metals surged following the hacking attack as supply halted and demand rose, stoked by memories of catastrophic supply chain distribution in the mid-21st century. A spokesperson from the Mining is Progress, a lobbying group that represents the rare earth metal industry, called Lobo repeated attacks act of terror against the free market. Whoa. There looks like you're not logged in. Oh, whoa. Looks like you're not logged in. Sorry, I just kept reading in the same voice. Again. Want to take care of that real quick? No, thank you. Lobo again. Or someone using their name. Suppose it doesn't matter if they're the original or not, as long as they're a genuine threat. And no one could snare a corporation as rich as Tetra without serious skills. Does seem coincidence with Lobo's politics making demands for de-escalation. It's not the first time Lobo's voiced the displeasure with a decades-old simmer of conflict around tropics, but also two new things. It's my two new articles. I just read both these. And Lobo. We tired to process your. We tried to process, but Lobo beat our ass till we ragdolled. The big bad wolf was here. Are you welcome for clearing out this cache of soy slob before it could clog your brain's arteries any further? It's somewhat dumb ass dishwasher script kitty they yelled at the come fix this. A word of advice for you, superior. I own that password suggestion algorithm. Wanna re-secure? Try this. Relax your shoulders. Stand up from your desk. Take a deep breath and then firebomb your own servers. Jesus Christ, dude. Why is it hard to read this? Literally cheaper for you at this point. For the rest of you slack-jawed screen lobbyists looking for a little excitement in their search history, find a pig and rip their throat out. That'll teach you how to run with the wolf. Jesus, what in the world was that? Lobo. Also, the name Lobo, great reference to... Oh, I accidentally put off my stream manager. Amazing reference to Lobo from comic books. The fact that name is being used is crazy. But unless the rare earth metals powering all our batteries are fueling all our pretty little androids are suddenly made a lot less rare overnight, I doubt the state will stop taking an interest in those regions' politics anytime soon. Okay, now we're gonna examine this. Hate these kinds of screens. Gotta look at them with your nose turned up, or else they'll start eye tracking. Next thing you know, they're saying hello on a first name basis. But I've got practice with this sort of thing. I can skim the headlines at least. Why the 12 to 6 work week gives us more free time than ever. 12 to 6? 12 to 6? Huh? I'm 14 and I tried dating a smart UI. It made me the happiest I've ever been. Oh, no. How term limits are anti-democracy. Oh no. Woof. Transfusion from warm android saves soldier's life. That's actually awesome. That's one hell of a headline. If the animated 16 wasn't selling well before, I'm sure by now it is. Oh yeah, the animated 16, the warm bots, right? Yeah, the thing is the latest android produced by Noble Industries, and we can think it's the greatest machine the world has ever seen. Boasting a battery life. Oh, this is actually different. Boasting a battery life of over 154 hours. Jesus, with a patent soft touch, designated remarkable tenderness, and a sensitive, the uncanny charm you've come to expect from us. We're sure that your animated 16 will be the best purchase you made this year, and you'll never want to go back out in the cold. Huh, that's actually new. They went a little bit more lore on their stuff. So that's all that's left is to watch that. I think so. I'm looking around just to be sure. If I don't want to advance, let me get all the evidence. Some kind of news program playing on the screen. 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. Normal work hours. Normal work hours. Okay. 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, bruh. Well, I can't say nothing half the time. I end up working 8 hours a day, 6 days a week, so I'm not far from it. There's some kind of news program playing on the screen. Most public places are too scared to put on any channel with content more political than the smiling micro apartment flippers. But this is a gun store after all. Power is always political. Wait, how long has it been? Shouldn't they make that long? It shouldn't take them that long to get my gun properly bugged. I'm sorry. We've received a breaking news story. Seeing confirmation and, yes, we have it confirmed. Lead programmer of Noble Industries and famed designer of the turfing solution, Dr. David Assure has... What? What? Uh-oh. Proprietary Vantage automated dependence management system along with the animated series of androids. Must be some kind of corporate propaganda tactic, or... No, they wouldn't risk fake news, but why? Perhaps best known for his breakthroughs in the field of machine learning and language, Misfortune may be trying to authored many of the developments that allowed for Noble's rapid growth and market dominance. David Assure is dead, including the popular desk series of smart UIs. That's very sad. Dang. She's like, man, my dad just died. I didn't ask. Sorry, I just... Commands only. Understood. Dang, it just had emotions, and she was like, damn, it's pissed now, too. Will you be paying with cash or credit? Debit. She's like, I'll take the one thing you didn't ask me to do. 9:41 a.m., July 1st, 2086. This is a whole year after the last one? The gun was lighter than I expected. A real gun should always be heavy. Greater than the sum of its parts. That's one of the things I like about them. Their weight. Like they're anchoring the world around them. Like they're fixed point in time. Like everything else is just relative to them, either closer or further to the end. That's deep as shit. I would have liked something heavier during the walk back to my apartment. I would have liked to have something to feel very far away from. Morgan's apartment? Didn't realize I was home until my hand was on the door. Damn, she just blanked while walking. What is this? What am I doing? What am I doing fumbling in my pocket for it? My lighter? Golden polished, tasteful, ergonomic, and fine and expensive. That's an awesome lighter. And a good lighter. It was a good gift. Kept the card, didn't I? Here it is. To the only smoker in my life. I know gold's a bit much for your personal style, but they don't make a lot of these anymore. Believe it or not, the only other people who share your vice are stuffy old men with so bad, expensive, bad, he's gonna say bad taste, expensive taste. Hope you can manage to get some use out of it anyway. Your friend, David. The news might have more information by now. Or not. Looks like the net's full of copy-pasted statements from Noble and auto-edited montages ill-fitting. Dang. First off, David. Oh, this is her friend. Oh, no. My man was... hair was getting there. October 28th. Lead programmer of Nobles. He likes street food, crowds. I wouldn't take him to be a crowd person, but okay. Fishing. Dislikes brain freeze. I think everyone does. Driving and lint. Eyeglasses. Custom designed by Fama. Expensive. I could tell. Sense of humor. Unique. Interesting. Oh, there's one more thing. David Assure. David Assure was a renowned computer scientist, a user experience designer, industry leader, philanthropist, and the lead programmer at Noble Electronics. He first received worldwide recognition for his postgraduate thesis and intelligent, pragmatic, linguistic weighting, a body of work which would come to be known as the Turing solution, though he retained the original patent on the Turing solution for the rest of his life, and he was famously litigious. I can't say that word, I'm sorry. By most industry experts, estimate the Turing solution exists in some form in 92% of active automated dependent source codes. David Assure's philanthropic efforts and invaluable skills placed him at the front and center of Noble Electronics' public image. Many considered him to be the official face of the company, and his private life graced the tabloids and gossip section of the net on many occasions. David Assure passed away on July 31st, 2086. Citations needed. This entry has received an unusually large number of suggested edits in the last 44 minutes. Dissemination of disinformation is a Class 3 misdemeanor. Spreading the conspiracy theories about public figures is a violation of terms of service. Ooh. What did he do? What did he do? Reactions to the news from every micro-celebrity under the sun. Their raw, authentic emotion brought to you live from all the car seats and bathroom mirrors of the world. But there's nothing about his death, not even a time window. Did he die this morning? Was he found dead in his bed? Has he been dead for days, while Noble's just been waiting for the right time to let it leak? Or did he die last night while I was out screwing around? A phone call? Better not have been work-related. I'm not in the mood. Right mood? Oh, Morgan, hey, thanks for picking up so fast. Who are you? She's Jessica Starling, who asked me to call her. Hi, Jess. Listen, I've already seen the news. What? Oh, of course you have, duh. I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner, with the company and their people and all that. What I mean is, if it were up to me, you would have been the first call I made. For a decision like that to be up to David's assistant, about 1,000 other Noble employees above her on the ladder would have to get axed. But it's alright, Jess. That's crazy. So that's his assistant. No one ever really knows what to do with these kinds of things. I love everyone's eyes. Still, I'm sorry you had to hear it from a stream, Siren. Siren? What difference does it make how the information gets to me? I could have stumbled upon his corpse myself and I would feel mostly the same. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to call anyway. Yeah. If I want more information, she'll be the best source I'm going to get maybe for weeks. What to ask at a time like this? Am I supposed to express denial first? But she's probably short on time. I don't feel like following the playbook to the letter right now. Can you tell me what happened? The police, they think that he took something. Wow, I'm not saying that out loud. And the police are already involved? They say it was some kind of poison. God. Noble's got a lot of weight to bludgeon the state with, especially in this city. I would think they'd keep the police at arm's length for at least a few days. Listen, Morgan, I need to ask something of you. Of course, Jess, whatever you need. Whatever you need. A bit much, but she's grieving. This is just how people talk. It's not like my day was really salvageable anyway. I'd like to bring you up here to David's place. What do you... Whoa, she's like, up here now. There's something I have to give you. You're not handling his will already, are you? If the police are involved, it'll be a while before... No, I'm sorry, it's not like that. Oh, she has an inhaler? No, please, don't hold back on my account. David asked me to get this into your hands. It wasn't work-related, but he asked me. I know I'm asking a lot here, but since it turned out to be the last thing he ever asked me to do, I'd like to get it done. I don't like showing up at a crime scene more often or more quickly than strictly necessary, and that's when I only have to worry about the police. Noble looming over all this, security will be double and scrutiny triple. This is too risky. There's no logical reason to agree to her request. Swing by my place with a cab? Yeah. Besides my own morbid curiosity. Right, of course. Thanks, Morgan. Thank you. Wait, I almost forgot. What is it? You don't happen to have anything you could wear in black, do you? This woman... Oh, for the funeral. That makes sense. Never mind.